Good morning. Today I am going to discuss with you a judgment wherein 302 acquittal was granted. Full bench judgment AR 2022 Supreme Court 2542, wherein last seen theory was little bit discussed, and also section 30 of Evidence Act was discussed, and extrajudicial confession was discussed. It's a very important judgment. You must go through the judgment entirely. And the case entered on acquittal. Murder, circumstantial evidence. Allegation that accused throttled both deceased to death out of disapproval to their love affair and then hanged dead bodies on tree in attempt to show it as suicide, where evidence falls short of proof of homicidal death. That means there is no evidence that the death was by that person, and possibility of suicide is not ruled out. Accused cannot be convicted merely on the basis of last seen theory. Conviction of accused also based on very weak piece of evidence of extrajudicial confession by co-accused. So, entitled for acquittal. Dead bodies were decomposed. Doctor could not express any conclusive opinion about nature of death. Evidence of prosecution fell short to prove homicidal death. Therefore, they acquitted him. Extrajudicial confession. In the absence of any substantial evidence against accused, extrajudicial confession allegedly made by co-accused loses its significance. There cannot be any conviction based on that evidence. Then they say section 3. That is also about last seen theory. They have discussed about section 30 of Evidence Act. There they say they have discussed about section 30 very deeply. Evidence Act 30 of the Evidence Act, when more persons than one are being tried jointly for the same offence, and a confession made one of such person affecting himself and some other of such person is proved, the court may take into consideration such confession as against such other person, as well as against the person who makes such confession. That is approval evidence. So this is the case where they have discussed about the extrajudicial confession. So kindly go through the judgment and keep it on file. AR 2022 Supreme Court 2542 Chandrapal versus State of Chhattisgarh. They are earlier Madhya Pradesh.